So what we're doing here today is we're installing a blackout shade and we're retrofitting it behind the current blind, which doesn't provide a lot of sun protection or blocking in the middle of the day. It's still very bright. So customers decided that they want this installed. How this is going to be done is interesting because there's not a lot of space here. So I'm going to take you through what you need and how to get it done. First thing you're going to need is the actual roller shade, so you got to order it. It's going to be custom, so make sure you order the right size. Second thing you're going to need are the brackets. The hardware comes with the shade. These ones are great because they're both the same, so you don't got to worry about which side each of these is going to go on because both of them fit the same way. You need the screws to mount that. You need your drill. This is a Phillips head drill bit for these screws. And you need a butter knife or some kind of flat tool, which I'll show you why. This is a very easy job. First thing we're going to do is remove the current blind. Current blind will have two you pop them out. You need two hands for this, but you pop them out and then you slide the blind outward and down. So you can see we got these out and it pops out. Be very careful if these are old, if this plastic is old, it will crack. These are very new blinds, so we don't have that problem. So now we have these two. Now the question is this roller going to fit right behind? So we're going to plan to put this bracket here and then install the roller. So you have to do a bit of measurement. You don't want this blind and the new roller hitting this. We can install it and see and then decide, but I think this is going to have to move up a little bit. Now the great thing about these is that the way they've drilled these and the way this bracket is you can slide this guy forward because it's like an oval shape. So we're going to move these a little bit forward and that saves us having to take these out completely. So very easily reverse drill, take these out, just back them out a little bit. That's it. That's it. And you're just going to move this forward. These might be stuck because of the paint. I'm just going to move it forward all the way, and that should give us enough room for the new roller blind behind. The next step is to get these guys in. You're going to put them all the way back, and we're just going to put one screw right in the middle. That's it. Very simple on each side. So that's one side in. Do the other one. So we got both of them in. One thing to keep in mind when you have a drill like this, it helps to have like a long extension piece so that you're not at an angle when drilling these in. I can't find my extension piece, so we just had to do it as is. So now we're at the point of actually installing this into the bracket. One major thing to remember is you want this to fall back into the window rather than forward, if you know what I mean. So this is going towards the back, which means how are we going to get these in? So one side has this kind of pointy edge and the other side has these kind of two teeth. So the two teeth are going to go into the bracket, into these squares or rectangles, and the other one we're going to guide in with that pin. So just to give you a close-up, those teeth, they go in, okay, and they hook in. Now we don't really need a second hand to hold this. You can see it's just sitting. Now this pin needs to be pushed in to get it into that middle section, and that's where our butter knife comes into play. So you're just going to guide it in with the butter knife into that hole, into that circular bit. So there you have it, it's installed. Before you start testing it, you want to make sure these are linen. You want to make sure that we have enough clearance. We can straighten that out, but there is enough clearance from this bracket. If there wasn't and it's touching, it could potentially rip this over time. And we can pull it, moves nice and smoothly. Doing this with one hand is not so simple, but yeah, it's nice and good. So eventually you're going to want to have to stick this plastic thing in so that it sits against the wall, and that's the kind of finish right there. And the last little bit is to install your other blind. So the other blind is in, and you can see the difference right away now. How bright it was to how bright. It's beautiful. Room darkening blinds really make the difference. if you're ever selling your home or whatever you're doing, it's a nice touch. And you can always, suppose you want the, you know, you want that, this is without it. Even if you open these, you have the option, lots of options. It gives the user whatever they want to do. So this is 5 minutes installed. Anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We all can do it. Until next time.